Okay, so we're in the back of the book, page 157. We're talking about things that you can count and things that you can't count, and what kind of quantifiers we use with these. Quantifiers are things like much, many, few, little, and so on. Okay. If we can count things, biscuits, cars, trees, books, answers, then we use many, we use a few, we use very few, and we use several. Okay, didn't have numerous on there. So if it's countable, you can say one. How many biscuits? 5 biscuits. How many cars? 6 cars. Okay, and so on. So we can count them. If you look at it with luck, you can't say how many lucks. 1 luck, 2 lucks, 3 lucks. Okay. Cheese. We're thinking of the substance, not like the chocolates one before. So the opposite of many, or not the opposite, rather, the uncountable version of many is much. The uncountable version of a few is a little. Okay, I ate a little cheese earlier on, so I'm not very hungry. Okay, I ate very little cheese when I was a vegetarian, because finding vegetarian cheese is not easy. Okay, that's just an example. I'm not a vegetarian. Right. You can count singular things, each boy every time. Okay, many times, but every time. And of course, both parents, that's 2 people, individuals, and you can count both of them. Okay. Now, we can use some and any and not any. We can use more and most and all and no and enough. And it doesn't matter if we can count the noun or not. Okay. Most of the quantifiers can be used without a noun. No, all, every, and each cannot. That means, have you got any money? Not much. Are there any eggs? A few. Have some wine? I don't want any. How many people came? Very few. Have some more tea? Oh, I've got some. Did Anne or Sam go? Both. Okay. Don't get confused between both and either, by the way. Would you like tea or coffee? Either means I don't mind if it's tea or coffee. If you said both there, or would you like tea or coffee? Both. That means you get a cup of tea and a cup of coffee if you're lucky. And if you're not lucky, they will mix both of them. Okay. There's also a little bit here with you can use of the and so on. Let's look at the examples. They took all of my money. Again, you can still say they took all my money. Okay. A few of these tablets, some of the people, any of my friends, few of my friends, much of the food. This is, of course, not much of the food was left. We're thinking of a specific occasion with specific food. Okay. Have a little of the strawberry cake, please. I can see the cake, so I'm calling it the strawberry cake. If we just say, I'll have a little bit of strawberry cake, please, this would be the first time it's been mentioned, and we don't use the. If you don't have the in your language, a good way to remember this is if you can say this or that or these or those, then you can say the. Yeah, think about this. I will have some of that cake. I will have some of the cake. Okay. Yeah. If you want to say you can also say one. Okay. I have no. She has a small nose. Okay, she has one small nose. Now you wouldn't say she has one small nose, but as I said, if you can substitute one, then you can use a, and if you can substitute this or that, you can use the. Okay. For no and every, we can use none and everyone or all. None of the audience was listening. All of the hotels were booked. Okay. Be careful with the grammar. Although, to be honest, no, who cares about the grammar? None of my friends is coming is correct, but most people say none of my friends are coming because none is the subject of the sentence. So it's is. But actually, just like everyone, but this one, because friends is in front, we automatically think it must be are. Okay. Was that confusing? Everyone is happy. Everyone we treat as singular. Okay. But if you say none of my friends is coming, that's correct. But you'll hear none of my friends are coming because we're thinking of my friends and it's plural. Okay. Now that really has confused you. Yeah. I think that's quite enough for that for the moment, though.